Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nicky Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive one. Those on the West Coast, hopefully y'all enjoying your mornings. Those essential, still in the morning time. Everybody else, all right. Everybody else, hopefully y'all enjoyed your afternoons and evenings. Angel, what's going on, baby? And hopefully everybody is prepared for whatever plans they might have for the weekend. You know, Miss T, what's going on, baby? Anita, what's going on, baby? Hopefully, whatever y'all got planned for the weekend, hopefully y'all have a safe one. Hopefully y'all enjoy yourselves and just remember that it's blessed to wake up. Your praises to the higher power. But again, just make sure you keep yourself correct for the weekend. Appreciate everybody that tuned in last night for the conversation. I know it was a little later than expected, but nonetheless, we still had the conversation. Shout out to Hammer Nation for popping in on the panel. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. I will be doing a part 2 to that live, give or take, this weekend. Low Dollars, what's going on, my guy? Last night was definitely a good conversation because, again, we need to start, delving deeper into what's really needed. And it's the truth. Because, there's a lot of people out there that need specific help on different angles. But it's crazy because they're not getting it. And when they should get it, it's getting sent to places that is not needed. Like, again, I didn't find that real interesting that somebody who purchased most of that land out there in Maui is looking for people, the regular 9 to 5ers, to help out with the rebuilding and the regrowth. When again, it don't make sense. You just brought this darn land. That's just like me buying. That would be like essentially if they was able to change the rules in New York City and you able to buy the property and own it, not lease it, right? You think I would buy a property, especially if it was a big property, and I'm gonna be looking for everybody in the community to be donating anything? No, I'll put this thing together, especially if I got the money. I'm putting it together. It's gonna make his money one way or another. It's gonna make something work. It's gonna be a blessing one way or another because again, you're doing something that you feel is necessary. You're doing it from the heart and from the spirit. If I just open up a business, I don't expect nobody to donate nothing unless I know I'm a small business and I'm probably just using whatever money I got to start. And then that token looks, you got to spend money to make money, right? Now, if you spending money, pennies on the dollar for pieces of land, and you ain't even trying to fix those pieces of land that got destroyed, what to say? It's either A, you don't really got it the way you claim you got it, or B, we just gonna keep scamming the people. And we tired of seeing situations like that too. Because again, when does the regular common folks, when does their time come? When does their help come? Y'all claim y'all got this big amounts of money. Y'all could be helping fix a majority of what's going on in the world right now, and y'all don't even see it. And you can't sit here and say, "Oh well, nobody's entitled to." No. You're right. Everybody's blessings ain't everybody's blessings. I could understand that part. But in the same token, if I know I'm buying up spaces and property wild crazy, whether it's a natural disaster or whatever happened, you don't think I'm gonna take care of it myself? Especially if I know I got the money. Let me find out y'all people with the big money can't do what y'all claim to do. Oh wait, let me put this up because this is for fair use, and this is my opinion. I'm sorry. So you gonna tell me you got these billions and millions and you can't put back into what you need to put back into? Now, see again, I can see if it was the average 9 to 5 or the common Joe that work a small career or whatever. I can see if it was them asking, especially if they ain't really where they want to be at financially. I can see them asking for help and donations, not people that buying 10, 12 cars, 20 houses, and like, come on now, stop. If your money is getting you all these quote unquote materialistic items, then you should be putting some materialistic items back into your building process of whatever you purchase. That's just like if I purchased a whole bunch of apartment complexes, whether they dilapidated or not. First thing I'm going to do, especially if I know I got the money to do so, I'm going to revamp and do everything from jump. Only thing I'll ask for is volunteers who want to help work. If they want to volunteer to help work and get some sort of experience. Other than that, I ain't going to be doing much nothing. I have a whole crew for that. So this is what I'm saying. And I've seen people do it. If you got actual crews that's with it, guess what? You ain't got much to say, and they can get it done. And you don't have to worry about going to somebody else for help. No, get what you got to get done. You got to use your smartest tool. Smartest tool is your brain. I'm not gonna sit here and donate money to somebody I know got well more money than me. I don't care if it is for a charity. You got the money, you pay for it. Sorry, like not trying to sound funny style, but this is a prime example of another Ponzi scheme with a lot of you celebrities. And then some of y'all really getting yourselves in trouble. Yeah, I'm delving a little bit today, but for good reason. Because not just the celebrity, but you also got the some of the common Joe Smoes that are putting themselves in stupid predicaments, and now look, lawsuits coming. People feel like they've been scammed. You promising them certain things, and it ain't happening. As far as, yeah, if you donate this, we're gonna be giving you this, and we're gonna do this, that, and the third. And, then we gonna see now you messing up. That's just like you saying you donating $100 a piece towards a big cruise. You gonna get a couple cruise ships. We gonna have some entertainment, yada yada yada, right? And in the same token, I'm guaranteeing y'all all of that, and none of that shit happens. You don't think that's a scam right there? You don't think that's a problem? That's a problem. Got a couple people right now going through some quote unquote lawsuits because of these Ponzi schemes y'all doing. And these are the same Ponzi schemes that some of y'all was looking down at and saying, oh, these people are stupid for even doing that. But you're doing it. Tamika, what's going on, baby? It's a common level to remember. If you was blessed to be quote unquote wonderful with money, do what's right with the money. It's not that hard to do. But I'm starting to really believe that a lot of y'all with took big money, you can't do nothing. You really can't. Because you being under the watchful eye. That's just like me saying I'm gonna take this out of the bank today for this. And then I got people following me talking about, so what you doing? You know you can't do that, right? I think that's what that be. This is my opinion on it. I think that's what it be. Watchful eye, making sure you ain't taking out all of that watchful money. Sorry. Shit is crazy. Appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel baby. But this is what I'm saying though. Some of y'all just really gotta pay attention. If it look like it's too good to be true and it's coming from a quote unquote celebrity, don't do it. Because 9 out of 10, your money ain't going to that. Like I said last night, the lady that lives out there in Maui was doing her own research and said it herself. That quote unquote money that just got donated ain't even go to the land yet. That went to some sort of Hollywood charitable fund. What does that charitable fund got to do with the actual land that you purchased? Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. Priorities messed up. And when all else fails, let's get the people because they always want We always gonna get some suckers just walk into it. And no, I'm not editing nothing because this is how I feel today. There's too many different scams going on from even the higher ups to the lower downs. When does the scamming really stop? BMF, what's going on, my guy? That's all I'm saying. When does the help come for those who have been scammed? Prime example. And talking about actual help. That's why I said I'm gonna delve into that. That part two definitely coming. Probably be this weekend. But I said nothing wrong outside of what I said last night for real. There's different people that I spoke about on different spectrums that yeah, they had downfalls and didn't get no help yet. Still ain't got no help. So when is daytime coming? I hear you, bro. I see you still get out there and get them tickets though, son. So wishing today is the 20th. You got 5 more days, BMF. Come on now. You can hold it down 5 more days, son. I know you trying to get them big scratch off tickets. I know. I know. Don't worry, son. When you win, son, I need like $12 out there. Like $12. But no, this is what we've come to see day in and day out. I know. I know. Anita, I know because you had a migraine last night. I know. I know it's hard to sleep with that. I've had that maybe once or twice really in my lifetime. Migraines. But other than that, I know. Get your butt some sleep anyway. Don't let me see you somewhere else later. I see you somewhere else later. I'm gonna give you that video. I told you. Told you. No trouble. Trouble. But nah, get you some rest, sis. You know what it is. Word, what's going on, my guy? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know where the hell I left off. I might have to catch the replay, bro. I was in the chat and I nodded the hell off. I gotta stop eating that late night food for real. I'm noticing I'm catching the food coma for real. Don't laugh, Anita. You know I ain't playing with you. I catch you somewhere else. You know what it is, man. I'm gonna get my dog on you. Forget that. Oh, all right, no doubt, BMF. I hear you on that. You already know Anita, baby. Nah, but you're definitely a good live last night too, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, last night was definitely a night for good reasons. I scoped through a few lives last night, even after mine was over and after whatever, as far as like the morning time. Everybody had some good, decent topics last night. At least the ones I know that be really bringing the content the way they always bring it. Definitely had some good ones. Things that really need to be talked about. Some things you ain't going to delve deep into because we already know it's a rabbit hole full of nonsense. We want to go through all of that. But nonetheless, question was posed last night, and for at least that part, Jessica, what's going on, baby? I already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. Just like I was saying last night, that it needed to be talked about because again, some of these people need the most adequate help and they ain't getting it. But I think we as the people to a degree can start pushing that motion of bringing our own help, at least in certain situations, because you know how they're gonna play when it comes to you needing or wanting something. And because of the different scams and different things that are going on now, it's making it hard for even them to trust the average person that actually might want to do something. But I would tell some of y'all that have been getting turned down again, don't let it stress you out. Don't let it take you outside of your reach. You could pitch an idea, prime example. Like if you was in marketing, you pitching the idea on something, or you could pitch multiple ideas. Some of those ideas they gonna scrap off the rip. And it's not necessarily saying because it's garbage. No. It just probably don't fit what they trying to do. Like if you marketing a product You're gonna have a whole bunch of either ideas. You rarely see the jingles nowadays, but just a prime example of things. Don't let that deter you. You know, everybody going. You might pitch a couple ideas and fail, but then the next day you come pitch some ideas and suckers will take off. You never know. Nah, I know, bro. I was in there for at least after I ended my live. I didn't even notice you was live until I went. I said, "Oh shoot, I'm in there," and I'm in there for more than 40 minutes. And I got quiet. Hey, I think I said something to Papa Will, and that was the last thing I remember. Yeah, don't laugh at me. I was in my fake reclining chair slump. Well, I was in my fake gaming chair. Let me get that right. I was in there slump. Nonetheless, though, still with some good topics, and even still, bro, like at least you was talking about something. You know, and sometimes you got to give the people what's what, especially the ones that's really riding with you anyway. You know, like when people take into consideration that people are bringing the best things to this forefront. Sometimes you might need a little break. Sometimes you just need a moment of clarity. You're gonna get those. See, you have people like just like in marketing, they'll try to deter your ideas. You got people who won't hear that try to deter your ideas in more than one way. But the main thing for those to remember is that you don't necessarily let it get to you. But yeah, for those who are in marketing, especially if you just beginning, don't quit and don't give up on just creating ideas. Because that's the fun thing about it. That's a fun thing about anything in life, not just marketing. Anything in life you feel like you building, you out to move in a certain direction. That's the beauty of it. Keep constantly bringing ideas and thoughts. That's you know you'll see which ones definitely pan out for you and which ones you can just put in the back. Or some of them you don't necessarily have to put in the back. You can leave them right there on the side just in case. They might come in. They might come in handy. That'd be like the extra clip in the chamber in case you need it. You might find another alleyway while you in your one alleyway. Let me go up this alleyway too. Let me see what I could branch out into and bring back. But you gotta just keep yourself strong spirited when it comes to that. So not everybody gonna like your marketing ideas. Some people will. Others they probably ain't gonna have their own mind frame because like we see with some people, they don't have their own minds to think. They let everybody else think for them. Or they follow what everybody else is thinking and feeling. But nonetheless, you still keep bringing the best possible ideas to life. We could bring our own help in certain situations. Like I said, even with the schools, you just got to be more active and a part of what's going on. And again, if your kids are in the school system, regardless to what you as a parent should not just feel the need for your kid, but feel the need for kids in general because they all going in to learn. They all going in to mingle and interact and do everything else. Again, we do co-inhabit this world together, and it's not really much again that's dividing us. But the kids should feel safe in the area that they're going to learn. That's why I said that part of the fight. When does their help come? When do the actual people come in and say, you know what, we got to do this now? Like we see what's going on. When do y'all wake up? You'll wake up when it's too late. You'll definitely wake up when it's too late, and then it ain't gonna be nothing you can really say or do. The ones who are actually moving on board, you're already doing what's needed. Continue to do what's needed. Showing strength and showing determination and fixing things that you can actually fix on your own. That says a lot. That accomplishes a lot. You know what's funny? I also thought about something. And it might be a little off today, but not too off. I noticed that when, prime example, when people have done things together, built together, so on and so forth, right? Even if, no, can't even say that. If people have done the greatest things together over the course of history, and at some point they have a little split, and then when you analyze both sides and see what it is, you'll notice the one person will not be talking as bad or as much as the other one who's kind of unsuccessful. I'll give you the prime example because my scalp piece hurt with this one, and I'm not really a thing with celebrity news and all of that, really, but certain situations, yeah, I got to delve into that because it's almost you doing the same things we see from the regular the regular Joe Schmo, the regular leech in life, pandering and begging for something. Now, I will say in the case of two prime examples, actually, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, greatest duo in basketball history. That's my opinion on it. I don't know. Everybody might have different opinions, but honestly, they are the best duo to me as far as complete players. Now, everything was cool with them up to that Last Dance documentary, but even still, when I watched it and analyzed it, everybody got their ups and downs basically, you know, put out there for the world to see. So it's not like it was just one person feeling like they was being berated or belittled. No. And that man still not one time said anything bad about you. Even what was currently going on. That man got nothing but the deepest respect for you because y'all both put in the work to win those chips together. If that tandem don't come together, I don't believe Chicago would have 6 chips the way they did. I don't believe the organization would be as good as it was. See, and I noticed Mike ain't really say much of nothing, not really addressing it except for the one thing, but other than that, I'm not going to talk about you all dirty and get crazy with you when I know I built something great with you. That don't make sense. But then again, you feel a type of way because of whatever, and that man has showed you still nothing but the utmost respect. Hasn't coming at you in the media, hasn't said much about you. If anything, he just said he didn't agree with the situation with your ex-wife and this shit. Other than that, what did that man say bad to you to make you feel a type of way? When that man was a core reason why you even got 6 chips. Let's not get that twisted. Yeah, he was a superstar, but that dude was a mega star. All he needed was that key element, and then they started winning. But y'all all put in the work because almost every time you turned around, you have said something to the degree of just giving him the utmost respect. But now, as of recently, you just been sour on all notes. And I can't say it's because you feel less successful. You probably do feel less successful or less recognized because of that documentary. But at the end of the day, he still gave you your praises, whether you like it or not. And he definitely videotaped everything, the ups and the downs of the whole squad. So again, if nobody else felt that offended, or nobody felt offended at all, especially the people that was there around them championship eras with them, why would you? I don't know. Makes no sense. Riaz, what's going on? Another situation, in my opinion. Dame Dash and Jay Z. Sorry to say it, but it feels like it's a two-way street to a degree on that end. The reason why I say that is because he feels the type of way because of that whole situation, and I can understand that. But then, the same token, you haven't really produced nothing since then. And I can understand sometimes that definitely these interviewers, this is what some of y'all got to realize. It is really up to you to answer specific questions. I don't care if the interviewer is trying to get one over on you. That is up to you to decide if you want to answer that question or not. And whether you do answer that question or not, you should stick on whatever you decide. But see, on that note right there, you're mad about the label situation and everything. But again, you didn't really produce nothing. You still had chances to do your own thing and even blow up just as well. Now I understand there's some interviewers that's always asking him the same thing about him and Rockefeller and all that other stuff. I grant that. But you, as a grown man, I'm sorry. It's just my view and opinion on it. You still have an option to either answer that question or not. If you felt like you've answered enough, then there's no need for you to even keep talking about it. Some people gotta learn to move past and get past certain situations, whether you feel as successful or not. Because again, essentially the ball lies on you. That's just like if I know for a fact this person is moving a different direction and they trust in me or they about to give me the opportunity to blow myself up the way I need to, I'm not going to drop that ball. First things first is really getting certain things in order. But you got to understand too, there's some situations where you probably been your own detriment. So you can't really blame again everybody. If you got a ego with you to a degree, like you feel like you can never be wrong on something, then that's a problem. And again, if you're not producing the best results on certain things, then what are you really complaining for? It seems like no matter what, some people just be bitter and sour. And I'm sorry, it feels that way. No matter what the situation was, that was a long time ago. At some point, you should realize, all right, I still got time to make things happen. So all you got to do. Put your best foot, but remember, don't put your foot in your mouth neither. This is where some people mess up again because they will allow themselves to not see the bigger picture sometimes. Can't have an arrogant can't have an arrogant attitude even in business. There'll be that same arrogance that ruins one way or another. It will ruin. So again, stick to your best possible options. Do what you feel is necessary for growth. And even if you were somewhere and something did happen along the line where you felt you've been betrayed or you felt like you got left or you felt like you still in the shadows of somebody, put yourself outside of that shadow. You do have the opportunity to make something better. If you felt like a sidekick forever, you gotta make yourself feel like the hero at some point. You have to branch off and do something, but make sure that it's beneficial for you. And I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some of you that again don't see the bigger picture or the silver lining. And sometimes you not I would say in certain situations when there's examples of that happening, that's a blessing, whether you believe it or not. I hear you, Riaz. But see, no, this is my thing where I'm going at it. if you felt like you was backdoored, especially if y'all was partners in something, okay, there's ways to go about it. And then there's ways to move on with your life. Even when you got people that want to still look here, if I explain myself on one situation about one thing, and I've said it at least more than 3 times, I'm not repeating it no more. Really not. It's just like, oh, but what happened with didn't I just had this interview on somebody else's show recently? Better go watch it. That's exactly what the words will be said after that. Anything after that, again, it's up to you if you want to answer these questions or not. And sometimes you're going to have people that ask repeated questions even years down the line. But you still got a notion to say, if I want to answer this and make it clearer, especially for people who might not know you shouldn't have to worry about that till later down the line. Even then, look here, you doing the most positive interview and you bringing the real light to the real light. Guess what? You don't have people following that and watching that because they want to exactly see who you are. But see, look, some situations you can't get mad at if you didn't get to be where you thought you should have been at. Sometimes that is a blessing because you don't know what these people going through right now to try to keep a little bit of success now. You know, again, we all going through a recession one way or another, and everybody is feeling it. Even the people you think that's not feeling it, they feeling it. That's why they keep going for donations, asking for people to, oh, we need y'all to. No, why you don't put the money that you just made from all these investments and stuff and do it yourself? Oh, that's right. Not gonna be able to do. Not without Big Brother again watching you. So again, you expect the regular hard working 9 to 5ers to always be a part of some sort of whatever. And you don't know if some of these people are donating their last to really put in an investment on something and it's not being invested rising. Saddest part about it. Gotta be wise though. But again, sometimes what you think might be a curse or you might think is a betrayal, it is going to be a silver lining blessing. But you have to be able to decipher that and catch that. You know, a lot of times you just gotta follow your instinct. If you feel something is right, all right, well, you know what? If this happened, I can work around this, and I can still get back to where I was doing things and how I was doing things without a hitch. But you have to be on point and calculated with that. And this is what I'm saying. This is my thing about everything, right? When it comes to building a brand or being in business together, partners, et cetera, y'all both have to remember that again, y'all trying to at least split things down 50-50. But in the same token, even if y'all both are going to grow in different directions while partners, it shouldn't stop the overall friendship, number one. There shouldn't be no backdooring or no bad influences that mess up that business dynamic or even that friendship dynamic. Again, it does take strong like minds to build something great. But you gotta remember to keep things great, just gotta get rid of all the negative that's coming around. If some of y'all feel you're gonna do certain business ventures even while you're still partners, at least let your partner know what's what. Definitely appreciate you, Angel, for dropping those links, baby. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Again, happy Friday to everybody. But again, it's real. Dealing with business aspects, you got two strong minds. Those two strong minds should be able to come together and build a whole bunch of not just possible options, but they should be able to create promises and balances that should be going on. You know, the goal is not just to be successful, but try to bring success around. You know, try to bring whatever idea that you feel is definitely going to work. And even if you're going to make, again, certain business ventures outside of partnership, it shouldn't affect your main partnership at all. You decide this is what you want to do, and if this is what I'm going to do while we still partnering and doing one thing together, then hey, as long as we both know not to have the wrong intermingling, especially when it comes to profits and money, we good. And this is my thing about some people. If y'all coming together building a business and you got people working for that business, you can't really sit here and downplay or even jerk the people. Can't. You know, and this is what I'm saying. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do together. And even if you do slightly grow apart as far as just on a like on a business level, again, shouldn't nothing be overriding your friendship. Because again, you want to have some things that stay together forever, some don't. Some businesses last forever, some don't. The ones that do is because again, it's careful planning, it's careful execution, and even if they don't have or if they not running the spots that they running, they got the right people they trusted to do so. And in that same token, everything's still flowing. It's just like, oh, okay, I got the right people for these establishments. I don't necessarily got to check up on nothing unless I have to. I'll come and check maybe once, twice out the month, make sure everything is everything. And other than that, just keep me posted on what you keep me posted on. If anything does change or if anything is a situation, let us know. That's how it should be. But you know, again, sometimes when you feel like you got the worst end of the stick, you honestly did. Sometimes that is a blessing from that man upstairs because again, you don't know what these people are gonna have to go through again to keep either some sort of success going or just to maintain the brand. You know, some things ain't always greener on the other side anyway. It's not. Grass is not always greener on that other side. You might thought you missed on an opportunity to be a super household name or a big time success, but you really didn't. If anything, that was a blessing for you because now you got the opportunity to be your own person, to be your own boss, if that's what the case is. And you got your own opportunities to bring to the forefront. And it could be global. Shoot, it could start off local and end up going global. Again, you got to put the best things in your mindset to say, all right, I got this. If this don't work, I could improvise and do this. You know, about to say y'all flying too low, helicopter, you flying too low? My bad. I already know taking that good old morning walk. Today is a little mixy day. Um, it's hot cold, but it definitely feel like we back in the fall. Um, but all in all, though, for real, you know, take that opportunity that you think is a bad opportunity and turn it into a great opportunity. You know, believe in yourself and believe in your goal. That's just like even if you was in the midst of something and it didn't pan out because you got kicked from a company, backdoored, or they forced you to, you know, or they did something that you wasn't aware of. Guess what? Take that nip in the bud and say, all right, I could eat that. And after that, you put your best foot forward. If you was in the middle of doing any type of clothing or any type of merchandising, regardless to what, still put your foot forward. Even if you gotta do like the old school days, just hustle it from the streets if you have to. That's still gonna help you get somewhere. You're gonna get that notification and that recognition because they're gonna see you really determined to make something work, even in the craziest of circumstances. See, that's what determines real strength and ingenuity, and that's what shows patience and also humbleness. Because guess what? You know, you might have to do something that you don't want to do again. just to maintain and keep that success. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So again, we ain't gonna go down that line, but nonetheless, still a good reminder to some people. Again, just do what you feel is best. Nobody else can dictate your life but you. Maybe that man upstairs again, because again, shoot, you're waking up because of him. You know, when you feel that something is wrong, you either stand against it or you try to fix it. Again, that's just like if I own a whole bunch of complex buildings and I'm about to fix up the ones that need to be fixed up because I'm moving people. I'm gonna get a crew. I don't care what the money I gotta spend because I don't want nothing cheap and fast done. I want something actually, you know, done way. No taps, no nothing. No cross wiring, no nothing. I'm gonna make sure my buildings are proper for those people so this way they don't have too many issues, even during the winter. If I'm taking my own money to do that, then guess what? I could have the option to set that rent high, but then again, I wouldn't even do that. I still would have to think about the people who might not be as inclined to say, "All right, I can give you this a month," or if I do, it's gonna be late. It don't matter as long as your rent is paid. I don't care. But see, again, I would have to do the best things possible. Like again, I'm not gonna open up buildings and then I can't. Like prime example, if I know it's one or two buildings that's definitely having plumbing problems from the top floor to the bottom, I'm gonna assess the situation, see how much it's gonna cost. If I don't have to necessarily knock down that building and rebuild it, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. If that's the patchwork we're talking about, then I'll make sure that patchwork is so good you won't see me until whenever. And that's how it's supposed to be in some situations. Again, if I know you got problems with the heat in certain situations, or if I know it's gas leak problems, if my buildings is dealing with electric, I still got to make sure I don't have no issues the way I could possibly still have a fire in my buildings. You know, it's different things. But in that same token, if you know what you want, you know how much it's going to cost. And if you're doing it the right way, you know, you do get that. At that point, you can really claim that as a tax write-off. Like, look, I just repaired all this stuff. You know, and this is what I'm saying. You know, just you gotta have that option to say, you know what, this is what's gonna happen. You know, and now prime example, if you do gotta that might have to get knocked down because there's so many different violations that you know you can't fix it or patch it up without messing with. Nah, okay, then do so. Like I said, you get the right crew, you give them the right type of money, and if they gonna make sure everything is done properly and done by that time frame, then guess what? We can do business, and it will continue to do business, especially if I decide to keep branching out and doing more. That's for people that's on that level thinking like that. That should be your number one concern. We make sure this is exactly how I'm gonna go, and this is how it's going to play out. And if it don't play out to some degree, I know where I got to go and where I start. Nonetheless, though, I still feel like last night's conversation was a good one too. See, like for those people who feel like again they've been exiled or they feel like they've been messed over, your help comes when you decide to help yourself. And not to be funny again, you can't blame everybody for your short fortunes in life. You have to again be productive in all ways and all angles. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a risk even when you feel you don't need to. But if it's a necessary risk the way it's gonna help you and it's gonna help you, expand yourself, do it. As long as you ain't forsaking no moral codes and values, and as long as you're not doing something that's gonna be down the line looked at like what the hell was you thinking, you do what you gotta do. Again, it is about building yourself better, building the right people around you better. or at least giving them a blueprint to where they know how to build and could be better. Because again, great minds at some point will come together. The world will change for the better at some point. When the right people definitely bring themselves together. Only opposition you really gonna have to face is the ones that really don't want to see change. The ones who really don't care about life itself. All them other battles is light work when we come together. And I do feel that happen. Because again, we do outnumber those who think they outnumber us. Nonetheless, like I said, part two from last night definitely probably gonna come this weekend. I would say give or take Sunday. Let's see how this pans out. You know? But nonetheless, it was a great conversation, and we need to have more of those. More of those really need to be shared out. Because again, you know, we are reaching people that need to be reached. We're just giving it an open awareness and showing that look, you have people that can come together and tell you the same things. Like, look, if we don't start getting on board, if we don't start getting in tune within ourselves, we're gonna miss out on a lot of different opportunities. We already are losing opportunities that could be better for everybody, and that could keep the prosperity going to where we ain't gotta worry about certain things. Even when the resources is going through a recession, guess what? We still got the extra resources needed to keep everything else flowing. Those that are on that strike with the auto workers, stand on your ground. But if they ain't trying to meet no demands, then you already you go where you feel like you're needed, or create an opportunity for yourself. Especially if you do got experience within those type of businesses. It's not all things into motion. You can mess around and start getting your own type things in order, and you can own your own auto shop. You never know. You'll be putting up your own little automotive company. Again, sometimes when things happen, that's usually a blessing for some because that gives them the opportunity to say, you know what? I know I could do better. I know I could be better. And I know this is definitely going to be a better opportunity for me. So, let me just keep myself humble and faithful and I'm up out of here. Do feel like that is a good move, though. Best move a lot of times, again, is just grasping on to that lesson in life. When you grasp onto it, trust me, you'll see where you need to go. Second guessing anything that you do in life, it has a profound repercussion to it. Because you'll start feeling like you can't make things work. You'll start feeling like, everything in life is just a joke. Or you'll definitely start feeling like your help is never coming. But guess what? We all have a little problem in life. We all get our help one way or another. And when we do, again, we just make the best of what we can make the best of. And for those who doing merchandising and stuff like that, if you feel whatever product you bringing out is good, but it could be a little better, tweak something or add something to it. You know, you can either revamp something that you're already doing, or you can add something extra to the product. That's really what you need to do. Keeping your mindset open, keeping it strong, and just keeping it on different alleyways of growth. No doubt, Tanya. I hear you, baby. But this should be a detailed lesson for those again. You don't want to be 20 years down the line and you realizing that this whole time you trying to either blame some sort of form of society for your downfall. It's really you. Certain situations, you're gonna have people that just they're not gonna complain about what's going on, and they definitely not gonna be sour about it years down the line. Some people actually seen the silver lining right there and moved and progressed from there. So even when something does get brought up about it, it's like, all right, that was a piece of my history that was gone. Doesn't matter. I've been doing way better since then. So it is about elevation and growth again. And I've always felt like this. Your best form of growth is keep that ingenuity alive, keeping that hope alive. Again, even when you feel you backed into a corner, you gonna have to come out fighting. If you don't come out fighting, all of that destruction and all of that negative thought process will consume. You know, always write down what you feeling, how you feeling. Sometimes you write down your ideas. You got a memo pad on your phone. Do so if you have to. Keep you some memo notes just in case. Keep constantly reminding yourself what you're trying to do and how you're trying to build it, and gonna go from there. I do feel like this though. The minute some of y'all realize it, the better the outcome. Do feel that way. It'll be the better the outcome because you'll be able to say, all right, even though I took this slight hit, I made something back doing something else. You don't think some of the greats have taken some losses, even major losses, that came back even more stronger than ever? Some investments they thought they made and thought it was going to blow up didn't blow up. They didn't let that stop them. They just figured out another way or another alleyway to, recoup what they lost. Even while still building the brand that they was trying to build. Then you gotta have different options that work because now in this society, you can't do so much without them feeling too offended. I can't put out certain clothing if I know for a fact it's gonna offend people. I can't promote certain things if I feel it's gonna offend people. But the other things that are being promoted that I know offend people is getting the pass on. So again, you gotta see where everything fits for you and just do it. Whether you take big losses or small losses, it don't matter. Those losses do become great victories and great wins overall. Yeah, I took a small hit in this, but I doubled that a couple months down the line. Well, I doubled that within 2 months' time, just putting something else into use that I knew I could have used in the first place to help. So again, you're gonna have to have multiple alleyways to offset certain things that you need done. Once you start really seeing the benefits and the profits from things, now you got the options to even make bigger things happen. But do take the time to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in anything else in life, invest in yourself. It's the biggest way a lot of times to definitely, keep that strong positive energy and that self determination together. One thing to remember again is stay humble. When you stay humble and when you stay focused, you'll get the task done. When you have a brash attitude about certain things or you just brash with the people ain't gonna resonate with you as well. Not just self promotion, but when you're promoting anything in life that you're building and you're doing, you gotta be positive about it. Don't let those negative crevices invade your mind for real. The more you do so, The more time is wasted, and the more you know, unwanted energy is put out. The best way to change anything in life is keep your foot forward on that gas. Take your necessary breaks to tune up and do whatever. You get right back on that road and keep that foot on the gas. And when you do get to a destination where you feel you comfortable in life, you don't necessarily have to worry about too much outside of just your normal insurance and everything else. Should be able to say, all right, I can fall back. I can chill. Sirius, what's going on, baby? D Truth, what's going on, my guy? I already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But this is what I'm saying. You have to remember that. Key elements in life is, again, just building yourself to the highest potential and making sure that your brand remains your brand. Some will wonder when the help is coming. The help is coming again when you start helping yourself and start, really investing in your ingenuity, investing in your ideas, even when nobody else will. You have to do so. Again, because nobody else will. You have to keep a sharp mind because, again, you don't want to take the wrong type of deals and then you end up really taking a hit. Not if you ain't really ready to take that hit. Because, again, some investments you're going to be smart with. Some you might not know what's what until it presents itself. But again, main thing to remember is that you are in charge of what's going on. But you definitely make sure that you make the wisest decisions on business terms, promotion terms, anything. You have to follow a road that works for you, that brings the right people to you and around you, and that can build with you. And again, you have people that will build on something. See it happening though. I do see a change in the world happening like no other. And it's sad in my opinion. You have to not be a part of that because it's not that they not showing no class or no loyalty. They are just too blind to see the overall big picture. So in that instance, you can't really sit there and can't give that energy. You definitely can't have that around you while you build. But see, the inspirational talks do come. And for some, this is an inspirational talk. This is a therapeutic talk. This is what we need right now. We need more uplifting and inspiration, even if it's just through words. It could be word, actions, or both. This is what we need right now. This is where we could start helping each other. We can help each other, help ourselves, and help the world around us. It is about that time for that change, and I smell it coming. It's just slightly starting to brew because you do have the right people who doesn't matter what walk of life they coming from. They do believe in change and some sort of betterment for the world around us. And when it actually comes down to doing so, they're going to be down for it. Most I could tell y'all today, though, is me, was going to hold this for a little bit. I know most of y'all working and doing whatever, and some of y'all on the road better be safe on that road, baby. I do feel your best course of action a lot of times is, again, just have that self love and that tough grit and that mental capacity to say, I could take whatever's being thrown at me and I could throw it back. And again, your key successes in life, your growth in life, it still does revolve around you and what you do. But I think this part two that I'm gonna bring in, yeah, I'm gonna add a few more key elements to it because that's a question we're gonna have to ask. We're really gonna have to solve some of these problems because we can do so this way we can start bringing the help that's needed. Because again, people want to know when the help is coming. When is it our time to get the help? Time is coming when most of us realize that we're gonna have to bring the help. We can't expect them to do everything, but we can actually put some things in motion and start helping the process to where they have to start helping. Because again, we seeing too many things that are happening in this world, and a lot of it is giving eye to things that we might not stand a chance. We honestly are the toughest beings as far as just fighting. We have to start really standing up, and bringing the best building method, those inspirations for the young adults who might be in a tough bond, for them elders who feel like they kind of off in society because they're not doing what they were doing, but they still feel like they got spirit and ingenuity to do something, even down to teaching. Give them options and possibilities. Again, when you keep the spirits uplifted, you'll see greater results in the world. But right now, everybody's spirits seem to be down, and the ones who have high spirits, they still keep them strong because they have a faith and a humbleness in them to believe that something will be changed for the better. And that's the most thing to do is keep those people uplifted. If nobody else decides with the uplifting in the building, then hey, the ones that do come together just got to keep standing strong. Yeah, we might be outnumbered, but sometimes a group that's outnumbered, they always end up winning. So again, you're going to see who's really for it and who's going to change up when it's time to really get things done. This is what I was talking about too. Um, you should never, and I mean never, hate anybody or feel like somebody is the reason for your downfall in life when you do suffer a downfall. You have to start taking accountability and responsibility because maybe it's something that you did that led to that. And then there are some situations where you didn't necessarily do nothing. I mean, you still caught certain havoc, you still caught certain backlash, or you still just got backdoored. In the same token, remember that part is really a silver lining and a blessing. That means it's time for you to move on your own. You know how to move. You know which people to move around and which people to keep away from. Nonetheless, even like a conversation last night. Yeah, I'm gonna speak about that later on, definitely too. Um, I definitely probably bring that to the forefront, but I want to use that even as an example because again, some people are building and doing things legitly and organically, and yet and still, to a degree, they not so much as just not reaping the benefits. It's things that's just not happening for them that should happen for them. Some people do need worldwide exposure because they are actually bringing things that we see day in, day out, and we hope to God that things change. Oh, serious, baby. Hold on, baby. Doug, like, what's going on, my guy? Hold on. I got you. I got you. I got you. Hold on. I'll give you one of these two, baby. Shoot. Appreciate you, serious, baby. I'm going to give you another one. Appreciate you, serious, baby. Appreciate you for the super sticker and the super chat. This is what I'm saying. We do have to really see the bigger picture on things. I feel we should never lose touch of who we are as human beings. We shouldn't lose our touch of who we are as people who are strong on great ideas and greater methods of building. We shouldn't get away from that. That quote unquote hustler spirit should never leave us because again, life is a hustle. You gotta hustle and bustle to keep rent paid. You gotta hustle and bustle to keep your family intact. Keep certain things that you have as far as amenities like your car and stuff in order. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to deal with. But you should remember that the things you worked hard for or the things that you did put into your building, you don't necessarily you don't let it stop building. One way or another is going to build better for you. You got to remember that part too. That's why I said I think part two to this one is definitely going to be different. I'm hitting on different angles this time. Even down to us melanated brothers, I'm definitely digging deep on that one. I could do that this weekend, or if not, give or take during next week. See, I felt like this at the end of the day. Again, it's not much that divides us. Our ingenuity and our spirits, everybody has that. If you don't have it, it's only because it's there, but you using it for a negative light. And this is why you're not getting where you need to get to in life. The wheels don't stop turning just because certain obstacles are presented in front of you. No, you're gonna move those obstacles or just bum rush straight through it. But all in all, though, like again, no matter what challenges you face in life, you're strong enough to get through them, and you're strong enough to even prosper and benefit from them. Because those is life lessons that are going to be needed in building your character. Again, you might have been passed over for this, but that could be a blessing in disguise. You might get a position higher than what you was about to get. It all depends on your work ethic and everything. And it all depends on your faith. Because again, without faith, you really don't have much of nothing. Definitely without wisdom and knowledge, you out there, you out there being bait to the world. You're a shark bait. You know, and again, you want to build that opportunity of success for you. You have to be the one to do it. Nobody else can hold your hand. You're gonna have to take the best possible steps in that. Like I said, just think about it. You don't think these talks is necessary? Do uplift and build people one way or another. The more of that we get, the more success we're going to see. Nonetheless, though, I feel like the right people are really coming together on here and off here, and we seeing strides of that happen. See, again, most of us that are coming on here could reach the world almost to a way national news or national television reaches the people. And again, it is about what you bring in to that table if you're building on this option. See, content, whether it's almost the same thing broken down day in and day out, or if it's different things that are brought into the table, that's still a key of awareness, and that's still building tools for everybody who are trying to get a blueprint of how people build. No doubt, serious. Stay safe on that road, baby, and definitely enjoy yourself. You already know what it is, baby. Nah, but I'm not gonna hold John neither, because at some point I gotta start getting myself prepared lunch wise. Possibly even then, I'm gonna see how this pan out today. I really don't know what I want. I'm messed up right now. I'm leaning towards steak, but I'm leaning towards something else. I don't like mornings and afternoons like this. Nonetheless, I'm gonna get her done. I mostly just wanted to break down some of how I feel last night because again, gotta ask that question of those people when they help come. People with mental health that are out here in the streets, when does their help come? When is it they turn to really reap and get what they need for the schools, the teachers, the just building system, period of the school system? When does the help come? When does the change come? Despite asking that question day in and day out, at some point an answer has to be presented. If there are no answers presented, then we have to create an answer. So I said this part two definitely gonna be different. I'm gonna hit on different parameters. And again, I want to give a shout outs to all my members of the Eulogy family or new ones. I said I got some things coming. And I stick to what I stick to. I got some things coming definitely. I think tomorrow I might try to do a members only live, so y'all look out for that one. Or it could be an upload. We'll see how this pans out. Um, Weather-wise, it's been kind of confusing, but nonetheless, I want to get some things, you know, let the people know what it really is. But I wasn't gonna hold y'all all afternoon either. I just wanted to chime in with y'all. Like I said, last night was a great conversation, you know. And I feel when I do this part two, again, the panel will be open. And if y'all feel y'all got something y'all want to add to the conversation, y'all more than welcome, like I always say. Um, it's the best way to start building, the best way to start uplifting, and showing the world that we do have people who believe in what they stand on. And they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that they're going to continue to put that fight out there. Key thing to remember is that ingenuity will always set you apart. Have ingenuity to keep the process going and keep everything going and the blessings flowing. You do so. If you don't have it, you wasn't taught it, you won't have to learn it at some point. There's a lot of things in life again that can't just put blame on. If you didn't learn something when you was younger, you still got time to learn it when you become older. Like down to respect. If you wasn't taught respect, at some point you either gonna learn it or that humbling experience will help you learn. Mookie, what's going on? I think the best way for some of y'all to move is just humbly, and do what's best for your brand and do what's best for you in order to keep your blessings home. Nonetheless, though, still feel the best possible alleyway for most people. Again, it's just loving yourself and loving whatever process you got going. Once you do that, nothing can stop you. You have to keep that pumping and flowing in your veins because, again, we are here for specific reasons, and until we figure out those reasons, your best course of option, when you do, whether you're working for somebody or whether you're doing things on your own, it doesn't matter. The main thing is to remember, as long as you're contributing something and you're putting your foot forward to start building something, everybody will see what it is. They will see that regardless to any situation, we're able to come out on top. If you've been denied from one or two interviews, you might have one or two interviews that you get, and you might end up getting that job, possibly working right away. Or, you might have got denied for a loan trying to build a business, or you might not have got it the first time around, but the second time you went your way. Yeah, keep your faith high. No matter how many times life try to knock you down, you got to keep getting up. That is the process of building, even restructuring what needs to be restructured in life. But again, love yourself and love the people that are actually building with you. Nonetheless, though, I do appreciate y'all for tuning in this afternoon. Gotta really try to figure out what I'm gonna do lunch wise, but nonetheless, it still was a good conversation that was needed, and we're gonna continue to have conversations like this. Could be doing this little. I'll see. If I don't do this open panel tonight, I got something lined up for y'all. So y'all tuned in on the backup channel, and we definitely gonna have some fun. Shout outs to everybody again in the family. You know, we definitely gonna keep building. We got more things coming. Riders, what's going on, baby? You over here late for church, baby? Nah, but again, happy Friday to everybody, though. Um, like I said, last night was a good conversation, and if you missed it, definitely catch that replay. Definitely share that out. I am going to touch on something a little bit tonight. It does have to deal with this. But nonetheless, need an answer. No, I ain't gonna get one directly from y'all if I email y'all. So I'm gonna ask it on a public platform. I know I'm messing with you, riders. I know. Shoot, I wasn't gonna hold y'all long. I still got a few things to take care of myself. I'm gonna try to bring some music on the back up definitely by a certain time tonight. And if I don't do the open panel tonight or this open discussion, I definitely will be doing it over the weekend. Again, uplifting talks is what's needed right now. And that's what we're gonna continue to keep bringing. Possibilities for the world to build and grow. Nonetheless, let me get myself up off here. I'll definitely be back. I'll set the reminder, and open panel, I'll definitely try to say it early if I can't. I'll schedule it for tomorrow, definitely. But it is, you know, conversations we are going to have. That part two to when does the help come? Like I said, it could be tomorrow, it could be Sunday. And again, the panel is open for anybody that want to bring something to it. So, and again, I do feel the help is coming in more than one way, but some of the help we gonna have to do on our own. We can't look for everybody else to help us with certain things. We gonna have to start helping each other and helping the community around us. Then this way, bigger things and bigger changes can happen. Nonetheless, let me get up off here. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll be back this afternoon, definitely. Or give or take. I could do this open panel kind of early and then just do the music. I'll see how I feel in the next couple hours, definitely. Son, you late to church, baby? But yeah, just a good talk, good conversation again with the people. And again, we need that. What better way to keep saying it than to keep repeating it until it embeds into the brains of the people that need it? You know, we could be our own, we could be our own blessings, but we could also be our own curses. What's going on, chilling? All right, but that's what I'm saying. We'll definitely do that. We'll build the best possible alleyways and bring the answers that are needed. You know about true love, right? Yeah. True love? Yeah. You know about it, right? Yes, I do. Have a good one. But this is what's needed. Strong talk, possible methods and options, and just go for it around. James number 8, you late for church too. Man, all y'all gonna end up, man, listen. I'm giving y'all community service. I don't want to hear that. Matter of fact, before I give y'all community service, hold on. I ain't gonna be doing this. I ain't gonna be coming in church all late, messing with my emotions. Here, get one of these. I'm upset, man. Take another one for good measure. Oh man, just chilling, man. Just had to chime in with the people, but also break down some of last night's conversation. And again, that part two, matter of fact, that part two is coming Sunday. I'm gonna definitely delve into it deeper, and I want to hit those parameters the way I need to. So I don't rush the process. I don't let nothing rush me. Um, nah, you good. Y'all good. Y'all good. Love for love, what's going on, baby? Nah, you're good though. Like I said, I already know what it is. But again, thank God it's Friday. Again, hopefully most of y'all will be enjoying yourselves the best way. And Now again, just think about what I said today. Just notice certain signs. Notice that when something you think is bad happening to you, it's not happening to you for a reason. It's happening to you because a blessing coming. You just got to see what the blessing is and be a part of that blessing. Think you got backdoor on a business venture or something like that? All right. Well, if you invest it, you do what you got to do and turn that back door into your own front door. Window and opportunity. Window and opportunity will open when you open it. Stay strong and faithful within yourself, and things will prosper. Trust me. But nonetheless, though, just wanted to chime in on that. And again, I will be back this afternoon for the music. If you are not subbed to that backup channel, I suggest you do. I'll try to bring something definitely. If I don't bring it before the afternoon, it'll definitely be an early evening with it. And we're gonna definitely rock out. Um, Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in. I will definitely see y'all later on. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. Everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is be real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. Hopefully, y'all enjoy your mornings, your afternoons, and for everybody else ahead of us, your evenings and your Saturdays. Damn future babies. Still love y'all, though. Still love y'all. Hopefully, y'all enjoy yourselves. You get through your work day. And again, hopefully, y'all enjoy your weekends the way you need to. Definitely see y'all later on. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And to the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.